the next concept is mutual inductance. See, what is the mutual inductance? How can you find the mutual inductance? And find the mutual inductance between two solenoids. That thing we will see in this class. See, here I am taking two coils. Here I am taking two coils. One is given primary coil, secondary is named secondary coil. Primary coil is connected to a battery with plug key. Secondary coil is connected to a galvanometer. Now, what is the meaning of mutual inductance? Induced EMF is produced in the secondary coil due to change of current in the nearby coil. That means if two coils are placed side by side, in one of the coils EMF is produced. How the EMF is produced? Due to change of current in the nearby coil. This process we call it as a mutual induction. Once again, two coils are there. In one of the coils, induced EMF is produced. That induced EMF is produced due to nearby coil. If the current is changing, then because of that thing, in one more coil, EMF is produced. And this process we call it as a mutual induction. Now, for that point of view, I am taking two coils. This is primary coil, this is secondary coil. Primary coil is connected to a battery with a plug key, and secondary coil is connected to a galvanometer. Now, how it is working, you see. Suppose if I am closing the key, the battery is connected. Because of this battery, current starts increasing in the primary coil. If the current starts increasing, magnetic field is produced in the primary coil. Because of this magnetic field, there is a change in magnetic flux which is linked with the secondary coil. If the magnetic flux is changing in the secondary coil, then because of changing magnetic flux, induced EMF is produced in the secondary coil. And finally, you see, flux linked with the secondary coil is directly proportional to current changes in the primary coil. Flux linked with the secondary coil is directly proportional to current changes in the primary coil. Now, if I am removing the proportionality, you will get one constant, that is pi s is equal to m into IP. What is this m stands for? This m stands for mutual induction or coefficient of mutual induction. And this here I am taking equation 1. What is the induced EMF formula? E is equal to minus d pi by dt from the second law of Faraday's second law of electromagnetic induction. And similarly, induced EMF in the secondary coil is equal to minus d pi s by dt. In place of pi s, you substitute the value. So Es is equal to minus d by dt into m ip, and finally Es is equal to minus m into dip by dt, and m is equal to minus Es by dip by dt. And finally, from this one here, from this definition, we can know it is nothing but mutual induction can be defined as induced EMF in the secondary coil. Induced EMF in the secondary coil is due to decrease of unit rate of current in the primary coil, and this we call it as a mutual inductance. So once again, if two coils are placed side by side, if one of the coil EMF is produced, this EMF is produced due to in the surrounding coil the current is changes. That is the reason EMF is produced in the secondary. EMF is produced in the secondary coil, and this concept we call it as a mutual induction. If two coils are taken, one of the coil is named primary coil, another is named secondary coil. Primary is connected to battery, secondary is connected to galvanometer. If the key is closed, current start increasing, magnetic field is increasing, and this is changing the flux in the secondary coil. Because of the changing flux in the secondary coil, induced EMF is produced in the secondary coil, and from this relation, flux linked in the secondary is directly proportional to current in the primary, and finally we got this relation here. M stands for coefficient of mutual inductance. And next concept, mutual inductance of two long coaxial solenoids. Mutual inductance of two long coaxial solenoids. Mutual inductance of two long coaxial solenoids. Two long coaxial solenoids. Now see this concept. If two long coaxial solenoids are placed one above the other, how can you find the mutual inductance of this one? Now here, how you have to find it? See, this is the first solenoid. This is the first solenoid. In this one, current I1 is passing. Its length is A. Its area is A. Now here, in this one, I am keeping one more solenoid. This is primary is S1, secondary is S2. Like this, two solenoids are mixed, one over the other. S1, solenoid 1, S2, solenoid 2. A be the area of the solenoid and L be the length of the solenoid, and N1 is the total number of turns, N2 is the total number of turns in the solenoid 2. N1 is the total number of turns in the solenoid 1, and N2 is the total number of turns in the solenoid 2. Now N1 number of turns per unit length of the solenoid 1, and N2 number of turns in the per unit length of the solenoid 2. Like this, you must know a basic terminology. Once again, S1 solenoid 1, solenoid 2, area, each one area is same, L length, N1, N2 total number of turns in the solenoid 1, total number of turns in the solenoid 2, N1 number of turns per unit length of the solenoid 1, and number of turns per unit length of the solenoid 2. Now suppose if the current I1 is passing through the solenoid 1. Now we already know in the previous class, the magnetic field produced by solenoid is given by V1 is equal to mu naught N1 I1. Because already know in the previous class, solenoid and toroid. From this one we got the formula B1 is equal to mu naught N1 I1. This N1 I can write it as a capital N1 by N. Now substitute that one. B1 is equal to mu naught N1 by L into I1. Mu naught N1 by L into I1. Now, if the current I1 is passing through solenoid, this is the magnetic field produced by the solenoid. Because of this magnetic field, magnetic flux is changing in the secondary solenoid, second solenoid. Because in the first solenoid, magnetic field is produced. Because of this magnetic field, the nearby solenoid flux is changing. The magnetic flux linked with each turn of the solenoid 2 is given by pi 2 is equal to B1 into A. What is the B1 value? Mu naught N1 by L I1 into A. Next, the total magnetic flux linked with the secondary solenoid is given by pi 2 is equal to N2 B1 A, and the above equation becomes mu naught N1 N2 I1 A by L. This is equation 1. Now, we already know from the definition of mutual induction, pi 2 is equal to M12 into I1. From the definition, flux linked in the secondary coil is due to current change in the primary coil. Flux linked in the secondary is due to current change in the primary coil. So pi 2 is equal to I1. This M1 stands for mutual inductance of secondary coil due to first coil. Now substitute this one in the equation 1 in place of pi 2. That is M12 I1 is equal to mu naught N1 N2 I1 A by L. I1 cancel. So finally M12 is equal to mu naught N1 N2 A by L. Similarly, if the current is passing through the solenoid, second solenoid, then you will get the equation M21 is equal to mu naught N1 N2 A by L. And finally M12 M21 both are same, that is mutual inductance, that is gives M. And finally the M value is given by M is equal to mu naught N1 N2 A by L. And this is the mutual inductance of the two solenoids. Suppose if the solenoid between the solenoids, the magnetic material is placed. If the magnetic material is placed in these two solenoids axis, then the above equation becomes M is equal to mu naught mu r N1 N2 A by L. Mu naught mu r N1 N2 A by L. So once again, all of you see the explanation part. See, here I am taking two solenoids. First solenoid, second solenoid. They are mixed up like this. Now, in these two solenoids, S1 and S2 stands for solenoid 1, solenoid 2. Area is same, length is same. N1, N2 stands for number of turns in the first solenoid, number of turns in the secondary solenoid. Small n1, small n2 stands for number of turns per unit length of the first solenoid, number of turns per unit length of the second solenoid. When the current I1 is passing the first solenoid, the magnetic field produced by it is given by mu naught N1 I1. N1 stands for this one and substitute this one. Because of this magnetic field, in the secondary solenoid, flux changes. The magnetic flux linked with each turn is given by this one. The magnetic flux linked with the total solenoid is given by this one. And finally, after this one, we already know from the formula, magnetic flux linked in the secondary solenoid is given by current change in the primary. That is, pi 2 is equal to M12 into I1, and from this equation, in place of pi 2, I substituted and cancelled, and finally I got this one. Because you see, this M12 stands for mutual inductance of secondary solenoid due to first solenoid, and M21 stands for mutual inductance of first solenoid with respect to second solenoid, but both the mutual inductance are same. And finally, what is the value? M is equal to mu naught N1 into A by L. Suppose if the solenoids with the magnetic material of relative permeability mu r is placed, then the above equation becomes mu naught mu r N1 into A by L. Now, name the factors on which mutual inductance depends. Name the factors on which mutual inductance depends. You see the equation, M is equal to mu naught N1 N2 A by L, because already this question was asked in previous examination. Name the factors on which mutual inductance depends. See here, mutual inductance depends on number of turns. This is the first one. And mutual inductance depends on size and shape of the coils. Size and shape. And it depends on distance between the coils. Now, if you write these 3 points, these are enough to get the 2 marks. Once again, name the factors on which mutual inductance depends. It depends on number of turns, depends on size and shape, that is area, and it depends on the distance between the coils. So, like this mutual inductance depends.